The Colosseum shadow stretched like a bruise across the piazza, hot stone baking my sandals as I clutched the urn of my husband's ashes tighter than my rosary beads. 3 months since the heart attack that stole him mid-laugh in our kitchen, and here I was, sweat-slicked and hollow-eyed, watching my daughter-in-law, Elena, slip a folded note into the hand of a silver-haired man at the gelato stand. Her fingers lingered, too long, too tender, and the stranger's smile cracked open a chasm in my chest, raw as the day I found David's body cold on the tile. Back home in Boston, the trip had arrived like a bomb, gift-wrapped by my son, Marco, and Elena. "Mama, Italy will mend you," Marco had said, his voice thick with that boyish earnestness I'd always mistaken for devotion. Elena nodded, her dark curls framing a face too perfect for grief, her eyes flicking away when I mentioned David's love for Tuscan sunsets. I rationalized it then, the jet lag in her sighs, the way she'd pack her phone like a guilty secret. Love, I told myself, doesn't die tidy, it festers in silences. But as we boarded the train to Rome, her laughter with Marco felt rehearsed, a melody Olfke, and I wondered if the anger simmering in my gut was widow's rage or something sharper, like betrayal's first sting. Venice's canals mirrored my unraveling that afternoon, gondolas slicing water thick with salt and secrets. Marco dozed in our vaporetto seat, his head lolling against Elena's shoulder, while she scrolled her phone, thumb pausing on a photo that made her lips twitch, a villa's arched doorway, ivy-cloaked, identical to one David had sketched in his journal years ago, the one he claimed was just a dream. My pulse hammered like rain on cobblestones. "That place," I murmured, leaning close enough to smell her jasmine perfume, cloying now, "reminds me of your father-in-law's old drawings. Funny coincidence." Elena's screen snapped off. Her smile was a porcelain mask, cracking at the edges. "Oh, Mama!" Memories everywhere here. David's spirit's probably jealous we're seeing it without him. Her words dripped honey, but her knuckles whitened on the rail, and doubt coiled in me like fog off a lagoon. Had she known him before Marco? Before me? That night in our cramped Florentine pension, thunder rattled the terracotta roof as I feigned sleep, the air heavy with olive oil and unspoken rot. Guilt gnawed me for spying, for loving them still despite the fracture-line spiderwebbing my trust. Marco's snores rumbled steady, but Elena slipped from bed, her bare feet whispering across the rug. I followed, heart a frantic bird against ribs, down the creaking stairs to the courtyard fountain. Moonlight silvered her tears as she unfurled a letter from her purse. David's scrawl, unmistakable. "My Elena, forgive me for leaving you both. The money's hidden in the Rome villa. Protect Marco, his ours, not his." The world tilted, betrayal's blade twisting deep. Not just an affair, but a son not mine, a life forged in their lies. Rage bloomed hot, then curdled to grief's icy flood. How many nights had I cradled Marco, blind to the truth? Denial clawed back, maybe forged, maybe desperate. But as Elena sobbed into the water, whispering, "I did it for us, amore," I stepped from shadows, earned shatter at my feet like my shattered vows. Marco's gasp echoed from a balcony above. In that suspended breath, love's embers flickered. Forgive them? Or let the ashes scatter, unclaimed, into the storm?